Baggage Draggers. Let us also lay aside every encumbrance and the sin which is so easily entangles us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. Many people wonder why they are not happy. Often it's because they are dragging around all sorts of baggage from the past. Somebody offended them last week, so they have packed that pain in their bag. A month ago, they lost their temper, said something they shouldn't have, and they have that stuffed in their bag too. 10 years ago, a loved one died, and they just don't understand why. They've got that anger, doubt stashed in still another bag. Growing up, they weren't treated right. They've got suitcase full of junk too. They've been carrying these bags for years. They're loaded down by their collection of burdens and then wonder why they can't live a rich, full life. Worse yet, they drag their baggage with them everywhere where they go. Not only do they hold on to their baggage, but they still like to unpack it every once in a while just to make sure it's all still there. They take some things out, look at them, relive that hurt and pain, then they pack it up again and drag it somewhere else. Mary went through a failed relationship in her marriage many years ago. She prayed that God would bring somebody new into her life. Sure enough, she met a fine gentleman, a very godly, successful man, and she was excited about their friendship. But she made the mistake of dragging all her baggage into that new relationship. When they were together, she talked constantly about all she had been through, how she was emotionally drained, and how mistreated she had been. That gentleman told me later that Mary was so focused on her past, so so caught up in what she had been through, he just couldn't deal with it anymore. He finally stopped calling her and just moved on. Unfortunately, something like that happens all too often. If you hold on to your hurts and pains of the past, they will poison you wherever you go. You may think that other people are the problem, but I want to encourage you to examine your own heart. Look on the inside, because you may very well find out that you are the problem. Maybe you have been a baggage dragger and you can't drag around that baggage from the past and expect to have good, healthy relationship. God did not create us to carry around all the baggage from the past. In fact, He says, lay aside every encumbrance and the sin that so easily entangles us. In other words, let it go. You don't have to live depressed and discouraged because of what have you gone through. Maybe you've been holding on to painful memories or attitudes that have been keeping you bitter, discouraged, emotionally worn out, physically run down, depleted of energy and enthusiasm, and living in self-pity. Sadly, your situation will not change until you put your foot down and make a decision to do something about it. Say, no, I'm not going to be a prisoner of my past anymore. I've had enough. I'm going to get rid of all this baggage. I'm going to stop focusing on my disappointments. I'm moving on with my life, knowing that God has good things in store. If you develop that kind of attitude, God will give you a new beginning. You will see things improve. If somebody hurt you, give that to God and He'll pay you back. He will make it up for you. Quit dwelling on your disappointments. Quit mourning over something that's over and done. Don't make the mistake of dragging the pains of yesterday over into today. Stop sitting around feeling sorry for yourself. If you continue to wallow in despair, not only will you stay stuck in the past, but you will sink deeper and deeper. Friend, God is bigger than your past. He's bigger than your disappointments. He's bigger than your problems. You may have made a lot of mistakes, but God can turn those around, all around. People may have hurt you and done you wrong, but if you leave it up to God, He'll pay you back. He will make your wrongs right. Get rid of that baggage and start focusing on your possibility. Let's hope fill your heart. Your future can start today. No matter what you've been through, no matter how difficult it was, God is saying there are great days ahead of you. He still has good things in store. Today's prayer for your best life now. God, I'm dropping my baggage from the past right here. I'm letting go of it and giving it to you. I don't want to drag it along with me any longer.